the Boeing 737 MAX, the Airbus A320neo, the aircraft that carry the vast majority of humanity from city to city every single day. Both are derivatives of designs that are over 50 years old. The 737 first flew in 1967. The A320 family traces its aerodynamics to the 1980s. We have been flying inside the same basic tube and wing design, a pressurized cylinder attached to swept wings with engines hung underneath, for over 60 years. The physics have been optimized. The efficiencies have been extracted. The incremental improvements are approaching their mathematical limits. And the aerospace industry knows it. Which is why, right now, in facilities that receive almost no mainstream coverage, the replacement is being built. Not a better version of the tube, not a more efficient cylinder, something structurally, aerodynamically, and conceptually different from every commercial aircraft that has ever carried a passenger. 4 converging programs, each one a revolution individually. Together, they represent the largest transformation in commercial aviation since the jet engine replaced the propeller. I am going to show you exactly what is coming and when, because the timeline is closer than anyone in mainstream media is telling you.
The first revolution is happening at the smallest scale, and it is already certified and in commercial service. Electric vertical takeoff and landing, eVTOL. The technology sounds like science fiction from the 1960s. It is not. Joby Aviation's eVTOL aircraft completed over 1,000 test flights by the end of 2023. The company has a $131 million contract with the United States Air Force. Delta Airlines has pre-ordered 200 aircraft for passenger operations. Toyota has invested over $400 million. The FAA issued its first-ever eVTOL type certificate pathway in 2022. Joby's aircraft carries 4 passengers at 200 miles per hour with a range of 100 miles. Using 6 tilting electric rotors that transition from vertical lift to horizontal cruise. In cruise mode, the rotors fold flat against the nacelles, reducing drag to levels comparable to a conventional aircraft, while the remaining rotors provide both lift and propulsion. The noise signature at 500 feet altitude is 65 decibels, quieter than a normal conversation at close range. Archer Aviation, Whisk, Lilium, Volocopter. There are currently over 400 eVTOL companies in active development across 22 countries. The Boston Consulting Group projects the eVTOL market will reach $1 trillion in value by 2040. This is not emerging technology. This is technology that has already been tested, contracted, ordered, and is awaiting the final regulatory approvals before it begins carrying passengers in cities you will fly through in the next 3 years. But eVTOL is the smallest revolution of the 4. The second is Supersonic. When the Concorde retired in 2003, it took supersonic commercial aviation with it. For 20 years, the fastest passenger aircraft in the world flew at Mach 0.85. That is about to end. Boom Supersonic's Overture aircraft is designed to carry 64 to 80 passengers at Mach 1.7. Faster than Concorde's operational speed over land routes that Concorde was prohibited from serving due to sonic boom restrictions. Here is the physics breakthrough that makes Overture different from everything that came before. Boom has developed a propulsion system called Symphony, a pure turbojet optimized specifically for supersonic cruise that eliminates the afterburners that made Concorde both deafeningly loud and catastrophically fuel inefficient. Without afterburners, Overture's fuel burn at Mach 1.7 is comparable to a current business class seat on a subsonic widebody. American Airlines has pre-ordered 20 aircraft with options for 40 more. United Airlines has agreements for 15 aircraft with options for 35. The first flight of the XB-1 demonstrator aircraft, Boom's scaled supersonic test vehicle, broke the sound barrier in January 2024. After 20 years of subsonic monopoly, supersonic commercial aviation is returning. And this time, it is designed to be profitable. The third revolution is the one that will ultimately replace the tube and wing entirely. It is called the blended wing body, and it represents the most radical departure from conventional aircraft design in commercial aviation since the jet age began. In a conventional tube and wing aircraft, the fuselage generates no lift. It is a passenger container. It creates drag and adds weight, and the wings compensate by generating all the lift required. In a blended wing-body aircraft, the entire airframe generates lift. The fuselage transitions smoothly into the wing, with no clear boundary between body and wing, creating a flying wing configuration where every square meter of surface contributes to the aerodynamic force keeping the aircraft aloft. The theoretical aerodynamic efficiency gains over a conventional tube and wing are between 20% and 27%, meaning a blended wing-body aircraft could carry the same payload using 20 to 27% less fuel. For an industry that spent $229 billion on jet fuel in 2023, that efficiency gain represents approximately $46 billion in annual savings if applied across the entire commercial fleet. KLM Royal Dutch Airlines and Delft University of Technology have been testing the AHEAD blended wing-body demonstrator. NASA and Boeing are jointly developing the X-66 transonic truss-braced wing, a different but related approach using ultra-high aspect ratio wings braced by diagonal struts that achieves comparable efficiency gains while retaining a conventional fuselage. The X-66 completed its preliminary design review in 2023. Ground testing begins in 2025. First flight is targeted for 2028. The U.S. government has committed $425 million to the X-66 program. This is not a research concept. This is a funded, scheduled, contracted development program with a first flight date.
The fourth revolution is the one that will change everything about who is flying and how they are flying. It is not an aircraft type, it is an operating system, artificial intelligence co-pilots. The aviation industry has been moving toward reduced crew operations from 3 pilots to 2 for 40 years. The next step, from 2 pilots to 1, is already in the regulatory pipeline. EASA, the European Aviation Safety Agency, published its Extended Minimum Crew Operations (EMCO) concept paper in 2022, a regulatory framework that would allow 1 pilot to rest during cruise, while an AI monitoring system maintains aircraft operations. This is not replacing pilots, this is augmenting 1 pilot with an AI system capable of managing normal cruise operations, monitoring all aircraft systems, detecting anomalies, and waking the resting pilot for any situation requiring human judgment. Airbus has been testing autonomous taxi, takeoff, and landing since 2019, demonstrating fully automatic operations with no crew input across all 3 critical flight phases. The regulatory timeline for single-pilot operations on commercial aircraft currently projects initial certification in the early 2030s. Now consider what happens when you combine all 4 revolutions simultaneously. An eVTOL that picks you up from a rooftop vertipad and delivers you to a supersonic hub airport. A boom overture that carries you from New York to London in 3.5 hours. The airport at the other end designed around the blended wing-body aircraft that will replace every narrow body in the fleet, carrying twice the passengers on 25% less fuel. And throughout the entire journey, from vertipad to destination, an AI system managing more of the operation than any human pilot alone could. This is not a vision of 2075. The eVTOL certification, 2025, the Boom first commercial flight, 2029, the X-66 first flight, 2028, single pilot certification, early 2030s. The future of commercial aviation does not arrive gradually, it is arriving in layers, each one already funded, already tested, already scheduled, whether the industry is ready for it or not. Follow for more about the technology that is already rewriting everything you know about flight.